we're going on a week-long RV trip, and Samson can't go. You're going to the kennel. So we're all packed up. Dirty truck, new topper, bikes inside truck. We're not taking kayaks. Got the Bronco and got it locked. Do not try to steal the Bronco. Emily's packing up her final items, and then we hit the road for East Tennessee, trip number 9. So we dropped the dog off. I put the directions in for Roan Mountain State Park, and Emily said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "Roan Mountain State Park," but we don't have the RV yet. So she said we have to go get the RV, which is true. You can't go on an RV vacation with no RV. Emily almost lost her mind when we got here and there was no internet.
I can't be out of touch from my babies.
She was talking about talking to the kids.
I've got to have a lifeline to them.
I mean, I was feeling good about having no internet. I thought that was the way to go. Ah, the sounds of nature.
Huh?
The sounds of nature. This is our view out of there's our little fire pit. There's water flowing down below. Up there is site 69. I like our site. So it's a very short site, but it's got a little back porch sitting right down on the little creek. So it's Sunday. Like I said, most people are leaving. I took my shower down in the shower house, and we're about to go on a hike. We're going to go on the Appalachian Trail up to different places on Roan Mountain. We're going to start and end in a few days on Roan Mountain, and then we'll do these trails kind of in here. We're a couple of weeks ahead of the rhododendrons blooming. They bloom next month, I believe. We plan to do the full hike today, which would be 8 miles, and we wound up doing the full hike, which was 8 miles, and it was fun. So we split this hike up into 2. So we did basically we started here at the Carver's Gap, and then we hiked kind of up the mountain to the highest point that we would be at, which was Roan High Knob, and that was at 6285. And you can kind of see, I mean, you're kind of doing these switchbacks that go right up the side of the mountain, and then we got to the knob there. And then it kind of flattens out and it goes across, and you go over to the Cloudland Mountain, where there used to be a hotel up there, and it's just ruins now. And then we hiked along over here into it was a ghost town. This area right here is the rhododendron gardens, but they were closed. And then we hiked to the end of our hike, which was Roan High Bluff, which had a nice overlook of kind of all of that. And it was the second highest point of the hike, so you can kind of see it's not quite as high. Now, when we came back down this road right here. So we jumped on this road and came back down to where we started at Carver's Gap. It was a great hike. And it was the highest elevation, that Roan High Knob was the highest elevation of our entire trip. And then I'll do another video about this, but we also hiked the other side of this hike where we went to the different balds. And this was a completely different hike. So you're out in open sun on these balds, and it was also a great hike. This was actually my favorite hike we did on our trip. We're at Carver's Gap. In a few days we're going to hike that way, but today we're going this way. And they usually have the road open, but it's closed. I don't know why. So I'm glad we're planning to hike it. Experience the Appalachian Trail. So we're here. We're going to Roan High Knob and then probably Roan High Bluff today. And then in a few days we'll do these. Round bald, Jane bald, and grassy bald. We're already lost. We literally just started. We're off the trail. We're not on the Appalachian Trail. We're just literally, we're just a blue dot in the middle of a bunch of red trails that we're supposed to be on. But this looks like a pretty worn path, so. All the trees up here are covered in moss, every one of them. That's pretty. So we should come up here and be on the Appalachian Trail in a few hundred feet here. Now we're a blue dot on the double white. That means, what's that mean, Mom? Appalachian Trail. And look, it actually is a trail. All right, we're going to Georgia. Oh my God, I should stop and get water. I should drink from the mountain stream. So it's very rocky. So all you hear is the rock and the gravel. But I'll know when Emily's texting.
No, I'm not. I don't have a phone.
Because I hear her phone going whoop. And she usually is falling behind. It's fine. It's when the bear attacks occur. The panther, they wait for the
one who's texting.
The weak one at the back texting. And they pick them off. So our first stop will be Roan Mountain, 6,300 feet, and we started at Carver's Gap, which was 5,500.
I was wondering if there was a
So we're at a shelter, but that's George. He's our neighbor at the campground, and we just saw him on the trail. You want to walk up to this shelter? So we're hiking up. It's 1/10 of a mile to this shelter, but this is also the peak of Roan Mountain, which I believe is the highest in this hike. And I think it's the 5th highest in the state of Tennessee. The rest are in the Smoky Mountains. But this is a shelter on the Appalachian Trail. So this is the actual peak right here. Not a great view from this one. Lots of trees. But let's climb to the top of the Roan High Knob, 6286. And we'll have a little snack. This is the high.
Right here?
Yep. Roan High Knob. Well, no, this is not one of the lookouts, but this is
the highest point.
This is the Roan High Knob. Back to the Appalachian Trail. Somebody put a little birdhouse. Emily refused to climb it. Little sissy. What a sissy.
What's that one way up there, though?
And just right back here was that there was a man and a dog, and they were sitting kind of down from us when we were up on the top of the mountain. So we just passed them again. We probably could have come down that way. Emily says these are coffins of previous hikers.
Oh, it being a Percy Warner.
Yeah, let's get the kids up here and take a Christmas picture. The Cloudland Hotel.
Oh my.
Used to be up here. He's reading the entire board.
What's the point going up here if you're not going to learn anything?
My rule is you read on the internet at the trailer, and when you're out in the wild blue yonder, you hike. You never stop hiking. Here's the ruins for the hotel. I think this is the ruins for a whole hotel. We'll go back to Emily. Maybe she'll be done reading the sign. Probably not. So we're at the top of Cloudland. Wonder if there's a geological marker up here. Nope.
I could have got gotten a good parking spot.
We could have gotten a good parking spot. Which one did you want?
I don't know.
I like this one.
Should we park at the the farthest one so we could be out first?
Cloudland Trail, the rhododendron gardens, and the Roan High Bluff. I think we're going to go all the way. Let's go all the way to the High Bluff. It's 1.2 miles. Let's go.
But then you have to come back 1.2 miles.
Let's go. Ah, crap. Is this all we get to see?
This is so pretty.
We're basically on space. We're in a lost world right now.
So, such a weird feeling.
There's all this infrastructure, and we're at the rhododendron gardens on Roan Mountain, but there's nobody here. It's all closed. This is where we were just a little while ago. We're here. We were just at that parking lot. We're here. We're going to hike the Cloudland Trail down to Roan High Bluff. But right here, we're going to do this rhododendron garden trail.
I think it's this paved thing.
You are right. Let's check the temp. It says it's 50 degrees. It's just about perfect up here. So we'll do this little paved trail. Got the whole place to ourselves. I'm not a huge fan of paved trails. So we're just going to hit the observation deck here. Because it's actually kind of creepy.
But this is pretty. Look at all of the rhododendrons around us.
So there's a rhododendron. That's why it's the rhododendron garden trail.
I know, but look at them. This is the most I've ever seen together. Oh, look, back that.
And then you got the mountains in the background. That one goes down there. We're just not going to do them. We're just going to loop back around and go back because it's kind of freaking us out. It's like we're in an alien land that we're not supposed to be in. So we're going to get back on our little dirt trail and head to the bluff. So we think we're right at the end here, and we don't know what to expect. Supposedly panoramic view. What do you think, Mom?
Maybe.
We'll see. Let's hike over these last rocks here. So Strava from Carver's Gap, Strava has us right at 5 miles. And this is our, oh my gosh, I said the word last and my battery went dead.
We're alive still.
Oh my God. We're still alive. All right,
Here we go.
there's fences, so we must be going up on a high bluff. Mom, is that funny?
Oh my.
Oh, there's a little observation point.
Mountain treasure.
Mountain treasure, so the sign says. This is going to be pretty cool, I think. Isn't this just horrible?
Oh my heavens.
And let's look down.
Wow, what is this?
I really want to fly my drone, but the last time I flew my drone, I almost lost it due to the wind.
You would never find it.
And it's pretty darn windy up here. So I'm going to pass. we're foregoing the trail. So we were just hiking on this dirt road back there. And since this road is closed, we're gonna hoof it back on the asphalt road so we can make some quick time. 1.8 miles left. Plus Emily will be able to text and walk a lot easier on this. We're going down the zombie road.
Oh my gosh, it's so freaky.
There's crap all over the road. Zombies. We did it. That's the end.
We're going under or over?
I don't know. So we're starting at Carver's Gap later this week, and we're going to go that way. See those people up there?
Yeah.
And that's more out in the open.
Ooh, that's straight up the hill.
Yeah.